Hello and a very warm welcome in another brand new episode of the Rust programming language series on my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be creating our first Rust project with the cargo commands. I'll be using IntelliJ throughout this series, but if you want to use VS Code, you can. It's the same, but make sure to install Rust Analyzer extension in your VS Code, which you will get for free anyway. But in IntelliJ, you can go to the settings, plugins, and here you can find Rust. You will get this Rust package. Make sure to install. For me, it's already installed. So let's move to the terminal and just run this command cargo minus minus version just to check you have cargo up and running. If you see the version not the same, but even same or any other version, but just a example output, you are good to go. Let's clear our screen. To create a new cargo project, what you can do is cargo new, and then you can keep any name. For example, let's keep hello rust as the name. Once you see this output, meaning a new folder is created into whichever directory you are with this skeleton. So if you see on the left of my screen, we have man.rs, then we have our cargo log file, cargo toml file, which will look a little later when we'll use it. So this you will get all the structure, which is always easier to get a boilerplate. Now let's clear it. So let's move to maybe the same project for me, and let's do src. Okay, now let's move to our man.rs. So rs is the file extension for Rust files, and we can create our first man method, our entry point man, and we can say print hello world and our channel name. Guys, make sure to subscribe the channel and share with your friends. So fn is how you define a function, and man is like your entry point of your Rust program, and then for now we just print. So you can always run cargo run, which will always run your app, but for me I prefer doing rust c and then man.rs, which will compile your Rust file, and then we can just do man to run my Rust file. So when I press it, you can see hello world semicolon on the screen. So that's it for this video, guys. If you have any doubts, feel free to leave in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.